Hi! We just came from our holiday in Japan, so in this video we will share with you our first impressions. We will also add the raw video that we took from Sydney Airport to Tokyo Airport. For those who haven't met us, my name is Maria.
And I'm Romy. We're originally from the Philippines, been living in Sydney since 1988 and now both retired. This is our first overseas trip since January 2020 before COVID-19. So this is very special.
We have been to a lot of places in Japan, so it will be too much to share all in one video. So please watch out for our next ones. These are our first impressions of Japan.
The weather in October is pleasant, warm but not too hot.
In the places we've been, the average high remains at below or in the low 20 degrees centigrade, but at night it can drop to about 15 degrees centigrade, so you need to wear a cardigan.
Except for Mount Fuji, where it seems like to be 0 degrees, we even saw snow on the side of the road.
The Japanese people are so nice and polite. After only a few days, I find myself bowing while saying arigato gozaimasu.
Very disciplined. You can see in the train station they're queuing up in a single line. Inside the train, no phones are ringing and no one chatting on their phone. Later, before we boarded the bullet train, our guide instructed us to put our phone on silent and observe silence. Unless required, you can talk in a designated area which is between the carriages.
I find that most of the Japanese people are not English speakers, but we manage with gestures and hand signs and so on and so forth. So, we were okay, right? Although we have some apps that we have on the phone, I think it was fun to just, do it by hand gestures. But we understood each other.
The places we've been in are so clean, either in the city or in the countryside.
Yeah, you don't see any rubbish or garbage bins on the streets. We were advised that the rubbish or garbage is one's responsibility. So what they normally do, they bring a bag with them to take the rubbish home.
About the landscape, Japan is very green. Pine trees and maple trees are in abundance. The guide told us that Japan is 70% covered by trees.
Japanese food is a lot cheaper than in Australia.
Oh, the taste. It's authentic. Wow. We'll talk more about the food in our next video as we experience them in the different places we visited.
Regarding the hotel accommodation, we stayed in a different hotel every night, except in Osaka where we stayed for a couple of nights. We observed that generally the rooms have 2 single beds. Nowhere was a double bed. So a small pillow has been provided, just one. A pillow can have seeds in them, which are meant to help you sleep better. I think it worked because I slept well. Maybe because I'm also so tired.
Rooms are generally small, without much room to move or unpack your luggages, right? However, the guide told us that this is standard in Japan. However, bathrooms are clean and fitted with smart toilets. And the locations is always convenient and close to shopping malls and eating streets.
The transportation system in Japan is very efficient. As we were on a guided tour, we are on the bus most of the time. Traffic was good, but like any other cities in the world, it can be heavy at peak times.
When we got onto the bullet train, we found it is precise on time. We took the metro or subway train and also found the rail network easy to learn as they are color coded.
And the boxy shaped cars in Japan, they are so cute. So I'm sure that has got something to do with efficiency too.
The toilets are clean and mostly with heated seats.
And smart, with buttons to clean up yourself and for other purposes. Unfortunately, the instructions are all in Japanese.
Just a reminder, don't play around with the buttons unless you're seated.
Most of the time, I just want to look for the button to flush the toilet, but sometimes it's hard to find. But there are a lot of toilets with decorations in it, and some with indicators whether it's a Western style cubicle or a Japanese style cubicle, or if the cubicle is occupied or vacant. So there are lights in there. So I really like the toilet in Japan.
Convenience stores are everywhere. Family Mart, 7-Eleven, Lawson are everywhere in Japan. It's not just a corner store, but you can buy foods, cold and hot drinks like coffee.
And it's also a bank because there's an ATM inside, and a butler or liquor shop because they sell alcoholic drinks. And I'm sure there are other services offered, but those are the ones that we have used and experienced.
Vending machines are literally everywhere in Japan. You can buy his snacks, hot and cold coffee as well.
For the visually impaired, the most notable accessibility feature is the tactile strips that serve as guiding lines in the subway stations, the Tokyo sidewalks, and the indoor malls. There is also a sound of a bird in the pedestrian crossing that tells you when to cross the road. There are many shrines and temples. We have passed through many torii gates. We have seen enough for this trip, but there's some more to be seen for next time.
Regarding COVID-19, masks is still required in Japan. Even during breakfast, we're asked to wear hand gloves and masks when getting food from the buffet. Those are in our list so far. In summary, Japan is beautiful, that you need to visit more than once.
We are already dreaming of going back to Japan to see the cherry blossoms, the lavender fields, and the snow fields.
Have you visited Japan? What is your favorite about Japan?
Or are you still planning to go to Japan? What do you look forward to experience or see in Japan?
Please share in the comment section below.
And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And following this is a raw video from Sydney Airport to Tokyo Airport. But for now, bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
Sayonara.
See you in our next video. Bye.
Bye.